Hello everybody and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, where we're here to mostly just do another filler episode. It's mostly just going to be refitting all the ships with the new tech that we refitted them with, that we designed at the end of the last stream. Probably we'll end up starting the war with the Chinese, but that's not guaranteed because of how the AI is and how much they really love to just not have to deal with my bullshit. Yeah, we weren't up to too much. We'll get properly started up here in a moment. Alright, that's set. Alright, there we go. Alright. Ship design. Begin the refits. We can get actually quite a few of our ships being refitted at the same time, honestly. Okay, maybe not that many. We'll leave some shipyard open for any orders that come in. Damn, their chief admiral wants to break our alliance. Those bastards. Almost the entire Navy is under refit now. What do we got for our next tie? Full oil burners. God damn it. Give a shit that I really could have used during the last refit. I guess we'll work on naval communications. And I'll change this over to internals, actually armor quality. Actually, no, armor forging, because that makes the armor just slightly better. And it makes it easier to produce armor on a large scale. But hey, at the very least, we now have anti-submarine warfare capabilities. Because we've gone and refitted a shit ton of our light cruisers. And now they have depth charges, sonar. Well, not sonar yet. We have hydrophones. But, you know, close enough. It's close enough to sonar. The time for loading takes a while. He believes the fleet needs more destroy. Ah, yes, more destroyers. Sure, I'll take the free money. It's not going towards destroyers, though, that's for sure. It definitely ain't going towards destroyers. Man, we've built actually quite a few of the cyber class. Yeah, I don't think we can do all those at once. We can definitely throw in the David class, though. Oxygas welding. Ship construction time and ship flaws decreased. Advanced armored citadel. That would have been nice to have. Sure thing, Argentina. Oh, the Ottoman Empire has re-signed on with us. I don't even know where they are. Is that all they have? Eastern Turkey? That's it? Oh no, they have Gallipoli. Oh, and these guys. They have Qatar. Good on them, I guess. Yeah, we're gonna wanna... It won't take us that long to decrease tensions with the Chinese. We just need to, Italy's just friends with everybody. They got world peace on the mind. Italy is very hopeful that world peace will be achieved. Let's get all the cyber classes under refit. A handful of mids can also go under refit. Alright, we're a little over shipbuilding capacity, but that'll be fine. We have a lot of money. Not much Not a whole lot of money, but we do have a lot of money. Oh shit, Britain's going in. They smell blood in the water. That's not good for us, because, we kinda need to take China. I may have to deploy the Pacific fleets before they've been refitted. Any other ships need refits? Other than these two, of course. Survey says no, they need to be refitted. They're the only ones left. Get these ships upgraded. Bringing them back into service as the best ships in the world, technologically, not physically. No, they are tiny little ships. Let's piss off China more. These electric propulsion. An Empire wants to buy some shit. And the Germans and the British aren't too happy. They are not too happy. I don't care much, but they are not too happy. Oh boy, hulls that are out of date. Sure wish I could use those. Aw, our alliance with France is over. Aw, good days we had with France. Unfortunate that we will never have them again. How is the Pacific Fleet? Like, are any of them, like, under refit at the moment? How many of them can be deployed? You guys can be deployed. Get out there and start harassing China. Submarines, you're available. Get out there and harass China. Oh, I can only send you guys out in squadrons of 3? That's honestly kind of not worth it. Do I have any guys stationed here? No. I do have guys stationed here, though. And I have a lot of guys stationed here. Are those the only fleets I have stationed out here in the Pacific? I thought I had more fleets stationed out here in the Pacific. Guess not. To be fair, I can send the main Pacific Fleet over. The Home Guard Fleet, if you will. Might as well get them over here. Start harassing the, Chinese waters. Oh, gas turbine propulsion, 9,000 torpedo range. Let's see here. Politics. Advanced Battlecruiser 3. Be nice if we could, game. Be nice if we could. They actually managed to take Java. I mean, that's more land for me later, but seriously, they managed to take Java. You know what? We probably need more torpedo boats. For nothing more than just harassing enemy shipping, because they aren't going to be able to do much more than that. Sure thing, Argentina. Ungoverned territory managed to push back Republic of China's offensive into southern Siberia. Suddenly a lot of free real estate around. So yeah, China is now at war with France, Britain, me. They're still allies with Germany. And they are very slowly ending up in a war with them. Alright, they weren't able to take southern China. Let's see. Alright, which ones would be the hardest ones to take? Southern China is actually pretty easy to take. So we'll start off with southern China. Let's see. You guys are already at the required capacity for it. So, the rest of you just need to kind of just stay there and police the enemy navy. Some poor transports got caught out in the open. One enemy heavy cruiser versus one of our entire Pacific fleets. This will be interesting. This should be interesting. Anyway, with those new engines, we should probably consider next refit upgrading these guys to faster than 20 knots. Because the Navy ain't exactly the fastest. They try. They do try their best. Southwest. The thing says they're over here. The RDF says they're this way. Oh yeah, I forgot we upgraded the MiG classes to now have 3 barrels on their guns. I may upgrade them to 4 barrels eventually, just so that way then we can deal with the fact that we're basically limiting ourselves on so much. Like, look at how big this thing is. Yeah, let me pause for a moment. Alright, so you see this? This is max zoom in. This is max zoom in on the New England. Max zoom in on the Hunan. Max zoom in on the New England. You can tell there's quite the difference. Oh, Jesus, that hurt. You think with all the shells we're sending at them, we'd be able to do something. Here comes one of our horrendous hybrids. So we got this mount for turrets. It's meant to allow for 3 guns, but there ain't enough room for 3 guns. You guys smoke up, make yourselves harder to hit. Most of our damage is coming from our secondary guns. Like our main guns, I don't think I've even managed to land a single hit. This is just one of their heavy cruisers. And the Amsterdam and Co. are still using underwater torpedo launchers because I didn't realize we had above water torpedo launchers until like the last moment. So, yeah. All these guys are still equipped with underwater ones. Could you two stop ramming into each other, please? Damn, we didn't even sink it like normally. We sunk it due to extensive fire. Like a shitty amount of fire broke out, and that's what sunk it. Not even our guns. Alright, so let's see. Who are... Okay, they have no allies. And I don't think they have any territory outside of the Pacific. I do believe we can... Oh, hey! Submarines! They have those. They have those now. Alright. All you boys, you're getting deployment missions. If they got submarines, we got submarines. We didn't build all these things just to be the second one to show them off in a war. Now, these are coastal submarines, so I don't want to send them too far away from coastal regions that we have influence in. More oil's been discovered. I are now blockading the Republic of China. Proved thin-walled shell. Yeah, we now have quite the submarine threat deployed. Alright, what's the next easiest to take region from China? That would be the Russian Far East. 82 required. What do we got in the region? 72. I'll have to bring in a different fleet. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to go in there. And Pacific Fleet, you'll have to go down here. Keep up appearances. I wish these would go faster. But hey, we're getting a shit ton of money again. Yeah, China isn't going to have much of a country left after this, especially if I'm able to snag this territory quickly. Which I should be able to do. I think I got the fleet power in the area to back it up. So they should not be able to fight us off. We should be able to pretty easily grab this. Or at least as much the majority of the territory. Enemy destroyer is attempting to escort a fleet of transports. Poor guy. He did not choose a good day to set sail. Alright, RDF, where are they? They're that way? Good boy, RDF. Now that we got RDF, there is no way the enemy is escaping from our sights because we can't fucking find them. Or we somehow go around them because the RDF basically allows me to just pinpoint where they are by tracking their radio. A lot easier than following the smoke protection. So they're somewhere over this way. And the target keeps jumping from here to here. So, oh, yep, there they are. Full turn. There's the enemy destroyer. All ships fire on that target. Shit, he's got decent torpedo range. I don't know if we managed to take out his torpedoes before he fired. All ships be ready to avoid torpedoes. So it showed he didn't have any left in his complement, so not entirely sure if he had any left. Yep, there they are. Oh, they tried. Oh, there's still a transport around. Didn't we have 3 battleships in this battle group? I thought it said we had 3. Guess I'm just misremembering shit. Yeah, there ain't much reason for us to hunt down this last transport. Oh, there were 2 of them. Oh well. Still wasn't much reason for us to hunt it down. We took out their destroyer. That was kind of really the only thing that we cared about in that battle. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long to get the Russian Far East under our control. That'll give us some extra resource to play around with. How goes the invasion of southern China? Decent. Seems they're a lot more focused on fighting down here in the islands. Probably should have deployed a fleet down there, but I guess I could move the Pacific Fleet down there. Yeah, the home guard Pacific Fleet's gonna go try and take Java. It shouldn't require too many ships just to go take Java. And with all those submarines there, they ain't getting much out of the Yellow Sea. More transports. Another heavy cruiser and a light cruiser. This will be interesting. Alright, everybody, save your torpedoes and be ready to use them. They look to be going this way, but they might be going that way. We'll find out as we study the RDF. I'm starting to think our deck is starting to be the main issue in terms of armor. It's not... It could be more armor, but it's definitely a thing. You guys start covering. Battleships, I really need you guys to more focus on the heavy cruiser. He is definitely the scarier target. Though to be fair, that light cruiser has fired all of its torpedoes, so oh shit. Avoid! Evasive, boys, evasive! Well, that worked out well. He's trying to get away. He's managing to get away. I think the fact that he's on fire, he'd be easier to hit. You'd also think we'd be able to hit the broadside of a barn with these giant-ass shells, but majority of these shells hitting are the small caliber ones. Well, those are some of the bigger caliber ones. To be fair, I think our 11s are starting to get outpaced. We may have to upgrade the 13s or 12s. May have to upgrade the 12s on whatever ships are able to actually afford 12-inch guns. The 11 is a pretty okay gun. It's not spectacular, but it's not bad. Got decent armor penetration for the most of them. But a bigger gun does result in usually a bigger boom and better armor penetration, so when we're struggling to hit a target and pierce it with a shot that does hit. Might be best to upgrade to a higher caliber of gun. And to be fair, we're not doing too bad. To be fair, I think they're also gonna perish due to not sinking, but fire damage again. Because that's a lot of fire. Yeah, they have a lot of fire going on. May have just fired off her torpedo. How long is her torpedo range? Nope, never mind. Her torpedoes have just been destroyed. What about my light cruisers? He is almost within torpedo range, so if they got a firing solution on those torpedoes, they could fire them. Not that they would make it over there, I don't think they would. I don't think those torpedoes would make it there before the target sunk. But they could definitely give it the good old college try if they wanted to. Oh, managed to get an overpen. Hey, look at all that small caliber ammunition. Also, they had 1,000 crew to start with. There's only 276 people left on that boat. They are gonna struggle to control that flooding and the fires. In fact, the whole boat is now just kind of flooding. I don't think there's enough people left on their damage control team to contain that flood. Oh no, they do have enough people left. Just barely. The 212 remaining just barely managed to keep their boat afloat long enough to surrender. Sure thing, Argentina. Oh, submarine engagement. What do we got? Transports? Feel free. Gotta train these submarine crews up somehow. Especially considering they're in pretty shitty boats. Haven't gotten a new submarine yet that I actually want. Submarine hulls. Ocean-going submarine. That'll be nice. That'll be nice to have. At the end of this, we'll probably have a profit of money after this instead of a deficit like we did after the last war. Because we'll have so much more GDP to play with. And more people to tax. Fight to the end. Prove triple turrets. Yeah, I was thinking about trying out the idea someone suggested where, you guys naval invade Java. Should be more than enough of you to do that. There's a Chinese and a British fleet engaging each other over here. How long until we get this? 2 more turns? And how long until this is ours? 3 more turns. Another naval invasion has started, and this time we're taking Java as well. Sink some transports. Already have more than enough forces here to take it. And if I get Java, that's more oil. More oil for the Navy. I'm kind of hoping that these two destroy each other because I don't want that coming over here because this fleet, while large, isn't exactly the most impressive of our navies. Though I will give the Chinese credit. They do have an actually large and decently impressive navy, and is actually a lot more scary than the Japanese navy ever was. Though I will say there were definitely terrors of the Japanese navy. Alright, southern China is ours, boys. Oil, more oil for the Navy. Naval invasion of eastern China next. Move you guys into position up here to join in for that. You two should be more than enough tonnage to take it. Alright, it looks like that other Chinese fleet either got sunk or fucked off, one of the two. I think it got sunk by that British squadron, though. More transports. A pair of destroyers have come out to try and fight us. Straight ahead. Got the Kentucky, the Arkansas, the Illinois, and the Cyber. The namesake of the Cyber class. Alright, we're starting to come into range, so slow down. Have those secondaries be ready to just level those bastards. I'd rather not lose any of my warships to a pair of destroyers. Yeah. The Cyber class is definitely one of those that may not be able to fit an 11-inch upgrade. I don't know if they managed to fire off torpedoes or not. Bit dangerous. Getting closer. Alright, they haven't fired off torpedoes yet, but they are getting close. Okay, now now they've fired off torpedoes. Shit, straight. Maneuver, Arkansas, maneuver! What are you doing? God damn it, Arkansas. Only one to take a fucking torpedo hit in that entire battle. Sweden would like to order more ships, along with Argentina and Brazil. And the Russian Far East is ours. How goes this naval invasion? You need more... Oh, that's why. The naval invasion's over here. Gotta move you guys over one. Send you guys into here. Yeah, Java shouldn't be too hard to take. Yeah, now we have more territory, which is more money. It's a good thing all these people dogpiled on China at once. less shit I have to deal with. Of course, once China's dead, that means the 30s. Oh, the 30s are gonna have to either be Italy or Germany. Oh, to be fair, Italy's the easier target, but at the same time, we're very friendly with Italy, so I may keep them around. I might keep them around till after the Germans are dissolved. Mark II 15-inch guns are now available. Lost some more transports, but I don't really care. We can rebuild them. A single light cruiser is attempting to escape from Java. Politics, naval invasion, the Lingdong Peninsula. Yeah, you guys can easily take that. Yeah, Republic of China is not in a position to really do much. Like, if they wanted to, their ground armies could easily push us out. Like, we don't have much of a force in these regions. They could push us out if they wanted to. But, they ain't in much of a position to do so. Oh, some more poor transports. Because they were too close to where some submarines were located. And this isn't gonna go well while these ships are trying to escape. I'm not gonna do much to try and stop them. You've deployed yourself. I'm just gonna leave you there for now. I'm sure that ship will move. We can get back to capturing that. Ocean-going submarines are now available. Submarines build, ocean-going sub 12. And we will send you boys to the Pacific Theater as well. You guys can hang out in Zeeman. Yeah, they moved out of there, so, yeah. They're not moving out of here though. Which is kind of annoying. I hate it when one single ship spawns and that ruins an entire naval invasion. A destroyer escorting 10 transports. Getting bold today, aren't we? Alright, they're over here somewhere, boys. Let's go kick their asses. Yeah, RDF makes this game so much easier because you're able to track where your enemy is going. Though to be fair, when there's multiple targets and they're somewhat spread out, that's when RDF starts to struggle a bit because it'll start to send off pings in multiple directions. There's one of the transports, and there's another transport. Ow. How did you guys manage to pierce in New England? That thing's got 13 inches of belt armor. I don't know what the hell they managed to pierce that quickly. With a 3.3-inch gun. We're right on top of where this poor transport is. Where are the other transports? Oh, they're there. No clue where the destroyer is, though. Oh, there's the destroyer. Night battles are somewhat hard. Where the fuck that torpedo get launched from? Oh, they may have fired off torpedoes at us. Turn. Yeah, that's multiple torpedoes inbound. Ow. We're about to learn a very hard lesson in don't get too close. There's some poor transport over there. Don't even think we can see it. Yeah, we can't even see it, and it's getting fucking shelled. We just know it's there. We saw it for 5 seconds. Shell that position. shows up for 5 seconds. Poor thing. Shell that position. Be funny if that's... I was gonna say, be funny if that stray torpedo hit something. It actually hit something, which is kind of funny. Just gonna eliminate these assholes. Because they chose to exist. You know, that was probably your best move. Just surrendering. Oh, these poor guys got hit with another torpedo. Alright, I think that's enough ships sunk. One of them got away. Another one surrendered. Their squadron was based. Very badly perished. Sure thing, Brazil. You can have another battleship. Oh, more transports. Don't mind if I do. Is that light cruiser still there? Yeah, he is still there. Oh, now there's 4 of them. Alright, can you guys just go around there and beat the shit out of them? The fact that they're just sitting there being assholes is kind of annoying. So yeah, that naval invasion's gonna fail, unfortunately. But we can always just go back and re-invade Java again. So, you know, not the worst defeat in the world. Besides, it's not our main objective. Our main objective is to take all of the Chinese homeland. More transports, our destroyer. Alright, where is the enemy at? Where are they at? Where are these bitches at? The Pacific Home Guard Fleet has a few unkindly words to say. I should probably also upgrade the David classes with triple configuration gun turrets, so that way then they have a bit more firepower, considering they only have dual configuration guns, and those guns have limited firing arcs. He's all over here somewhere. We're hunting him down. Increase to 17 knots. Let's find this asshole. He's spotted us, but we haven't spotted him. We've seen him shoot at us. He's still shooting at us. I'd like it if we be able to shoot back. One of the main problems with this fleet, got a little bit of a minor problem in terms of being able to actually catch the enemy. To be fair, if we went at least like 23 knots, I think we'd be able to probably keep up with most navies in the world. Of course, that would require an engine upgrade. Which, we do have better engines. But I'm not sure we have enough room. We'd have to dedicate almost an entire refit just to, engine upgrades. There she is. We saw her for a second. He's shooting at us again. Alright, increase the flank speed. We just need to get into range to be able to see the bastard. Fucker's smoked up. Oh, great. It's fantastic. Amazing. Never gonna be able to see them in this fucking shit. Hey, be mindful of torpedoes. It is a destroyer after all. And it does look to have fired them. Shit, turd! Ah, fuck, that's ammo detonation. The forward magazine just went up. Ow! The Rhode Island took quite the hit there. Still light damage, but Jesus, there goes most of her ammunition for the campaign. Oh, now they have a battleship down here. Like, this fucking naval invasion's never gonna end. How goes the naval invasions up in the north? 3 more turns on that one. 1 more turn for, eastern China. And that, at the very least, gets me, another territory. Again, Java is not our main objective. Java is just a sideshow to all this. Some more poor transports. Oh, 2 battleships now. To be fair, they don't have much more tonnage than my, well, that one has more tonnage, but this one doesn't. What's this one got? This one's got 4 12-inch guns. This one's got 4 9.8-inch. So that one won't be much of a problem. This one is definitely going to be a problem. Especially after the Rhode Island took that massive hit to the front. I knew I should have maneuvered, but yeah. That hurt. That hurt a lot. Yeah, Rhode Island's in the back. Honestly, Rhode Island, you should be over here in the follow squash. Maryland, get into the main line. You two swap places. Alright, where is the enemy? Remember to save on your torpedoes, gentlemen. Oh, we found the enemy. What direction are they going? They are heading this way, which means... First off, you guys are supposed to be following them. Second off, you guys need to turn. Get as many of our guns on target as we can. You guys function as scouts. Yeah, there's the less scary battleship. And here's the scary one. Don't know why they have several of the turrets on super big structures when they don't need to be. But you know, I'm gonna say this doesn't make sense. It's just weird and move on. God's sake. Those main guns have to stay on the battleship, folks. Oh, for God's sake. Stop trying to avoid a collision because you're just causing a collision. Sometimes the collision avoidance thing, it just causes them to run into each other. Aggressive secondary fire, gentlemen. I don't want those light cruisers getting anywhere close. Alright, you guys be ready to fucking avoid torpedoes because the enemy has just launched a volley of them. Oh shit, that's a lot of torpedoes. You need to dodge. You need to dodge. Dodge, man, dodge. Well, good news is it was a dead torpedo. Bad news is that's heading straight into my rear line. Tennessee and Rhode Island, you need to be ready to dodge those torpedoes. Oh fuck, the Concorde took a hit. Oh shit, what the fuck are you guys doing? You need to move! Alright, I need you guys to come back. Get out of there. You guys have clearly decided to fuck up what you're doing. Yeah, we're gonna lose the Vincines. Yeah, you guys focus on sinking these light cruisers. You guys continue to hunt those battleships. Fire on that ship. It's getting a little too close for comfort. Come on, go down, go down. You guys start targeting the next one. And these guys are in rough shape. The Louisville is still afloat, surprisingly. Though not for much longer at this rate if this keeps up. Alright, you guys smoke up. Get out of there. How goes your guys? Oh shit, they are actually coming straight at you. Turn! I didn't even notice they were closing range like that. He fired off torpedoes, so that's not a good thing. Be ready to dodge those. And prepare to return fire with your own torpedoes, please. I'm hopefully sure you guys can deal with that. I have to start dealing with these battleships now. Connecticut has launched an entire salvo. Gonna miss. Unfortunate. Guys, he's getting a little too close for comfort. Take him down. Retarget towards him. You two continue firing on him. Backline, make sure he doesn't live. Gotta take out the gang. unleashed another salvo of torpedoes. I forget how many torpedoes the fucking mid-class has. It's just got a shit ton of them. And when you get a bunch of them together, they can just fucking unleash hell. How'd it go sinking that other light cruiser? Did he finally leave you guys alone? I think he finally left you guys alone. I think he fucked off. Yeah, this is what happens when you decide to fuck over my naval invasion. You lose 2 battleships and all the supporting vessels that you built with it. And thankfully, the Louisville and the Vincines managed to survive. Their crews managed to patch the holes. They didn't sink. They suffered severe damage, but they're still afloat. And they managed to rescue our invasion of the Java Sea. Because I'm pretty sure next turn that'll reduce back down to the amount that it was before. How much are we going to need for this final naval invasion? Northeast China, 140. Alright, so... depending on where it spawns. I'm going to keep you up here to help out with that. You are going to go south and help out with this. Just in case they try anything. Just in case they try anything funny. And just so that way then I can add it to my naval invasion list. So that way then the other allies can't try to take this territory from me. This world conquest is painful. Oh, hey. More oil. And some transports. And an enemy destroyer. Yep, figures. Alright, where is he? Where is this asshole? Gotta find him. Gotta find him and sink him. Yeah, the Rhode Island's still not in a great state of affairs. Her forward magazine is patched up, to say the least. Oh, she is shooting at us. Oh, we managed to destroy her secondary tower. Have everyone on avoid torpedoes because that destroyer, I can't see when it fires them. And the last time we fought a destroyer, it torpedoed the damn Rhode Island's forward magazine and detonated it. You telling me we can't fucking see it in all that fucking smoke? There we go. Situation averted. I'd build more torpedo boats to function as replacements or destroyers, but the problem is that they'd have no armor, so they just sink, and they have a lot less survivability systems you can install in them, unlike a destroyer. Goddamn Canadians. Trying to liberate their homeland while I'm off fighting a foreign war. I don't think this thing has any, yeah, it just has mines. Feel free. Free kill. Alright, I don't think I'll need you coming down here anymore. It looks like the Pacific Fleet's about to wrap that up. So you can head back up here. Still have those 12 new submarines under construction. The 2 light cruisers that got shot up are being repaired. I'm guessing they're probably... Really? They're not at one of those? Must be a Pontiac. Yeah, that's where they're... And Java is now ours. Another poor enemy light cruiser. One enemy light cruiser. Where are you at? Yeah, once this target's destroyed, these guys are gonna head back home. Because they do not need to be on deployment out here in the Pacific once the main Chinese threat is basically eliminated. Which it basically is now. There is not any major Chinese naval resistance left to really fight us. And we managed to gain quite a bit of territory. Like, almost all of China is ours now, other than the inland slow down to full. He hasn't spotted us yet, I don't think. We're gonna turn hard. He's now spotted us. Oh, that was an overpen and flooding. Yeah, she's smoking up, but she's gonna be bleeding speed. Well, either she's crazy or she's really bled speed. Nope, she's crazy. She decided to go in with a damaged engine, flooding, and fire. Probably was hoping to get off her torpedoes. That's not gonna happen. Oh, the Connecticut took a little bit of damage. Sure thing, Sweden and Argentina. Alright, now that that's secured, you head on down here and help out with this invasion. And then you guys can go home. You guys have done your job. War for you guys is over. It's time to head back to San Francisco. You guys did a good job. You can go home now. We've basically seized control of all of China. We've been building up our shipyard capacity. And we thankfully didn't lose any ships. Britain supports us. Thanks. I thought you were already in the war. Did everybody else leave the war and I just never noticed? Because I haven't seen them try to do anything. No, they're still at war with Britain. Apparently they ended their hostilities with France, though. So yeah, in terms of next target, it's probably going to be Italy or Germany. Either one. They're both pretty powerful targets. Now, to be fair, Britain has somehow managed to lose a lot of ships. To be fair, they probably were the main one fighting China, so they probably lost a lot of warships. They're already building like 87 replacements, so it's not like they're the smallest in the world, but yeah, Germany does now outnumber basically all of us. Submarine battle. What is it? Transports. Sink them. These poor transports. They never thought that submarines would ever be a thing. Oh, hey, we're now considered very advanced. That's good. Lots of technological advancement going on. Oh, they've deployed a fleet. Honestly, I'm not interested. I mean, they're interested in apparently getting themselves killed. I wasn't interested until they said that they wanted to get murdered, apparently. Oh, great. It's all foggy and shit. Kind of see the sun over there. Yeah, this battle is gonna be awkward. And they're over there somewhere, but I think we're gonna try to stay ahead of them. Or so that way then more of our secondary guns are able to get on target. Yeah, our technology in terms of 3 barrels is not as I would like Everybody just be ready to avoid torpedoes. I can't see shit. I mean, you guys can't see shit. Shit, you fired off torpedoes. Georgia took a hit. Alright, Georgia should be able to contain that. It was just one torpedo. What's the size of these torpedoes? 19-inch torpedoes. That's actually a pretty deadly torpedo. Oh, more torpedoes inbound. Both face managed to take enough damage to be forced over the other line. I don't really care enough to kill these guys, but the battle won't end until either they're out of range or we sink them, so whichever comes first. There are 2 survivors. Argentina would like to order Sniff 'em class, sure thing. I would rather not end up in a war with the French. How's our war with the fucking Canadians? No, they haven't managed to advance, but they are managing to acquire quite a few forces. Come on, guys. You have like 2 million forces just sitting here in the central United States. Use them! Take them out! What, did Congress decide that this is the Canadian preserve? Oh, sorry, that's probably a little mean. I probably shouldn't... That's a little too political for this. Anyway, poor transports. There we go. Yeah, they are not going to be able to fight off this naval invasion. 3 whole ships. You don't have any, you do have underwater torpedoes, but you don't have any detection equipment. So, torpedo attack. Yeah, once we take this, the rest of China will just capitulate into warring states. Which is good for me. I mean, I'd like to have the land. They aren't going to give me it. I'd like to have it, but they aren't going to give me it. Jesus! I mean, that's a drop in the bucket at this point, but... honestly, considering where France and Germany are going, I may need this alliance. So for now, we're gonna ally with the British. Advanced Mines 3. Good thing, Sweden. We can now deploy more submarines. Actually, I probably should bring these guys back to Hong Kong and then redeploy them. The reason why I'm bringing these guys back to Hong Kong before redeploying is, well, first, it allows them to resupply. Second, allows me to keep track of where they fucking come from. Because as you can see, when you hover over a fleet, it shows you where it came from. To be fair, I'm going to be moving these guys to station them in, Weehee. Weehee. Wee. I don't know what the fucking name of this is called, but, Weehee. That's how I'm pronouncing it, and that's how it's going to be pronounced from now on, because I own it. I've owned it for years now. It's been my territory for quite a while now, so I get to rename it however I want. I wonder when my allies are gonna finally, like, start to realize that I've been selling them the same ships since 1918. I mean, they're still buying it. They're still buying them. It's just the same ships it's been since 1918. I mean, not 1918, 1890. There we go. That's the correct fucking shit. More transports destroyed. Increase in size of task force. Why is France so hostile? Like, we were allies. Why are you so pissed off? Well, the fact that I own Java now? Am I just getting too big for my britches? I mean, to be fair, I do have a lot of territory. I'm up to 65 provinces and 91 ports compared to their 37 provinces and 47 ports. How much GDP do we have? Let's see, million, billion, no, 1,000, million, billion, trillion. We have $1 trillion in GDP. They have 2 trillion. So do the British. British nearly have 3 trillion, actually. How big is our budget? Oh, our budget is still pretty pathetic. Like, compared to everyone else, like, look at their Navy budgets, and then look at mine. Mine's so small compared to everyone else. Compared to the great powers of Europe. To be fair, my budget's bigger than the Germans or the Italians combined, but, I guess we can start sending the subs home. There isn't really much reason to keep them out at the moment. We've kind of acquired all of fucking China, and that was it. Again, France is supposed to be one of the endgame bosses. They're supposed to be the endgame boss next to fucking Britain, and at the current moment, it looks like Germany's gonna end up usurping both of them as the endgame boss. Because, both of them have had severely reduced fleets. Like, they're smaller than the fucking German fleet at this point. I don't know who's gonna end up being the final boss at this point. Like, my original plan was to slowly go through, and then Britain and France would be the final bosses. And now they're both kind of not as good as they could be. Hey, look at that. 162, 135, 262 ships. Well, Italy, Britain, and France, I did that in the wrong order, have managed to construct submarines. Though, to be fair, I have been the one that's been leading the way in submarine development, considering I have 60 of them, and they all have just a small handful of them. And Germany doesn't even have any. They do have torpedo boats, though. Try to keep those relations up. The relations between the Italian Empire and the French have collapsed. In terms of constitutional monarchies, there's only 2 of them left. Yeah, this last turn is the end of the Chinese Empire. We've done it, boys. Communism is over. We did it, ladies. We prevented the Cold War. Alright, so the war should tick over as no longer being active because China would have collapsed after that. China has been dissolved. Tibet has changed hands. The war is finally over! Alright, probably should get these guys back to their ports. So you hang out here. You guys move down and hang out here. Actually, that's a lot of tonnage. How much tonnage do you guys? Alright, you guys are the ones that were stationed in fucking Mania. Get down there. You guys head back over to Yokosuka? Something Japanese something. I'm sorry for anyone that's Japanese. So anyway, what's the relations with the French now? Oh, they're both allies still. Surprisingly enough, the French and Germans do like each other a bit. And the Italians. The Italians just seem to like everyone except France at the moment. They must have done something to fuck them over. But yeah, that is another country checked off the list. With the last ones in Europe. A place where I only have a very small selection of naval bases. It will probably be Italy who's the next target because they are definitely the smallest in terms of holdings. Like, all they have is mainland Italy. And Eritrea and Somalia. Oh, and also Iraq and Kuwait. I don't know how they got there, but they did get there. Oh, and they own Arabia too. So yeah, oh, and Yemen. Okay, so we'll have to take this too. I forgot I took Oman at some point. I've owned this for years and I forgot about it. I forgot I took that in a war a long time ago against the Spanish. Or was it Japan? Or was it our first war with China that I took it in? I don't remember. Serbia is really dedicated to trying to get Kosovo back, though. Why is Kosovo owned by the Ottoman Empire when it's not even connected? What sort of Balkanization have you guys done to the Ottoman Empire? It's not gonna stick around for very long. I'll say that much. How's this invasion going? Not great. The Canadians are dying in droves in northern Canada. I would love to take the Canadian prairies because more oil. But the United States government has decided to make it a reserve for Canadians, I guess. We're almost in the 1930s. And considering we've just gone through and done a lot of shit, we're probably gonna do some massive refits. Because 16-inch guns definitely sound very appealing. Mark III 11s. Did we already? We've already swapped out for Mark III 11s, I'm pretty sure. But we do now have the Mark IV 10-inch gun. Let's see. What does this do? Advanced electrical turrets. Honestly, I don't really need turret mechanisms. What I need is gun layout. I think. Anyway, it would provide me some additional protection. This can go into this can go into hull strengthening is kind of honestly just not the best. It mostly just gives me more hulls to play around with. There is some benefits to it, but it's not the best. I guess we'll invest in engines, considering we're going to be upgrading to new boilers, full oil-fired boilers instead of half coal, half oil. Anyway, let's wrap things up. Hope you all enjoyed today's stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to check out the Discord link below if you want to stay up to date with all the shit going on, or if you want to just know when I go live, or vote on the polls that affect the channel, or if you want to, fuck. Or if you want to just chat with me off stream. There we go. Let's see what else. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel for all the VODs. They get uploaded there Friday through Monday, same time every week, unless I forget about it. And don't forget to check out the Blue Sky to have an way of knowing when I go live, or just to see some of the art that I commission and post on there. Anyways, hope to see you all next time. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you enjoy the person I'm going to be sending you all off to, and hope to see you all tomorrow for... I will more than likely do either Republic Commando or just one of the other arbitrary games I play every now and then. Goodbye, everyone!